All right, welcome to exercise number 1, the law of reflection. Locate a mirror and find its front surface is the first charge for you. So we see we have a mirror. Locate the front surface is pretty easy. All you have to do is touch it with an object and see if there's any space. A mirror is simply a piece of clear glass that's been sprayed on one side with metal. Aluminum is the most common one, although you can have silver mirrors as well. Silver mirrors tarnish though. So you can see that the pin, there's no space in between the pin. If I turn around the mirror, notice what happens. There's now a little space in between the two pinpoints. In this case, what happens is the light must go through the glass, hit the back, come back out, and in both cases, in and out, it gets refracted as well as reflection. So we only want to look at reflection. So what we're going to do is put our little glass pane like this so that we know we have the front surface on there and everything is okay. We don't want to have to look at refraction. We're going to do that in another exercise. We only want to look at reflection. So the first thing I want to do is put a pin right kind of near the center and draw a line of my mirror here and where that pin is. So that's going to help us figure out where to put things and draw things. We're going to draw lines and measure angles. So I'm going to put a pin over here, say, put a little blue pin over there, and I'm going to grab another blue pin. So now what I want to do is figure out where that reflection is and put it in a line. So let's just move it over. Now you can start seeing the reflection of the blue pin in the mirror. What I want to do is line that up with the yellow pin. So I'm going to have to rotate this very, almost all the way to the side. There you go. So now do you see that the reflection of the blue pin is lined up with the yellow pin? Now all I just have to put another pin right in front of that and mark its spot. Let's see. That's a little to the side. I usually do this when I'm towards the surface, so this is a little harder to do it this way. So it looks like those are all lined up in a row, this one, and the reflection. As far as you can when you have an iPad. Okay, so that's going to be my first measurement. So what I'm going to do is take my pen and draw a circle around it. So this is going to be my 1 prime. And I also am going to draw a circle around the one on the other side and mark it 1. So I'm going to move back. All right, so there's my first data point, and what I'm going to do is place all the other pins now, and then what I'm going to do is draw the lines later. So I'm going to put another pin. Let's put it a little further up, like there. Then we do the same thing. We just want to have 4 different angles. So let's see, that looks like that's all right. And so then I will place my second pin somewhere over there. Does it look like they're about lined up? As best you can tell using an iPad, right? Okay, so before we start to do our third one, I'm going to draw a little circle around this one. That's going to be 2 prime. And the one over on the other side will be 2. I'm just marking it right now. So now we're going to do our third one. And I don't know. Make sure it's upright. So we do the same thing. This one isn't quite as far, so we don't have to pull it quite as far to the side. There we go. It looks like it's right in between there. And again, we will... All right, that's a little off to the side. Well, looks good enough. Let's see how the results are. Usually, it's a little easier to do this in person when you bend down and look at it. Okay, so now I'm going to place my fourth and final pin. So I just move it over a little bit more. Move it over like that, say. And that one, we don't have to move it over too far. Oops, I moved it over too far. There. Just a tiny bit because it's very close to the normal. Okay, so then that one goes over here. All right, so they look like they're lined up in a row. The pin in the reflection, the yellow pin in the mirror, and this real pin out there. So I want to line up all these in a row. The angle of reflection should equal the angle of incidence. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop this video and start another one on how to draw the line.